All my life, I've been told that I was special. And I don't mean that in a boastful or braggadocious manner. It just happens to be my reality. I just graduated high school this year. I spent the last summer helping instruct a culinary camp. I used to be in culinary school. I did dual enrollment in high school. And at high school age, I was top of my class above college level students. So full grown adults. I was top of my class. Um, my high school years, I didn't do much school. I was a pretty bad student. I didn't do a whole lot of the coursework. I did a lot of cheating and stuff. On all four of my placement tests, all four of my end of the year tests, I scored college level and above. Um, at 16, working at a grocery store, I wrote a 7-page essay. It was a structural breakdown and critique of the store's sort of morale and the systems and all that stuff, which ended up being showed to the district manager. Um, I've written 2 novelettes, some short stories, and I'm working on a screenplay right now. Uh, I'm pretty decent at drawing, apparently, even though I don't do it too often. Uh, and then just throughout the entirety of my life, adults, I mean, as long as I can remember, adults have told me that I'm smart, I'm special, mature, so articulate, have so much potential, so intelligent, just all of these different synonyms, all these different things falling around this same line. And I think about that stuff and I cannot help but wonder if those things are true, then why do I feel so stupid? Why do I feel so extraordinarily ordinary? Why do I feel so incompetent if those are all true? I've been told that I have so much potential, but it seems to have not manifested into anything of any substance. And you might look at all of these accomplishments I've laid out. I mean, another thing, I ran a fundraising committee full of adults I started at 15. I was over college age, college educated people. And you might look at these things and you wonder, how how can I say that I've accomplished nothing significant? None of those things changed my reality as it is right now. Currently, my AC is broken right now. Of course, I still live with my parents, which is one thing. I thought surely I would have built some business by now and moved out right at 18. That I'd be successful. That I'd have made a name for myself. Yet here I sit, and I end up circled back. I thought I'd be smart enough to figure out how to make enough money to not have to worry about things like this, like a broken AC in 100-degree weather. I thought I thought I'd be smart enough based upon all of that. Yet here I sit. I'm pretty poor. I don't have much money left. I haven't figured out a business yet. I haven't figured out my big idea, which is gonna make me successful. I haven't eh, in my head, I haven't achieved anything notable or anything worth any value. And so I look at these things people say to me, and I look at my reality and I wonder, where's the disconnect at? Why do I feel like this? Why do I feel so drastically incompetent? I beat myself up. I beat myself up every single day, just asking myself the same question: why aren't you smart enough? If you're special, then why does your life look like this? Why do you have no friends? Why have you accomplished nothing? I look online sometimes and you see kids who are, my age and in college achieving great things, and I look at myself and I feel like I'm not measuring up. I feel like I'm failing. And even at 18, I know logically that 18 is such a young age, but I just feel like I'm running out of time. I feel like I've wasted so much of my life. It's I look at my life right now, and it's hard for me to picture or imagine that there's anything more to it than this. I can't imagine myself being smart enough to achieve anything more than this. And it's scary. So if I'm special, why haven't I figured it out yet? Why haven't I figured out the money problem and how not to be poor? Why haven't I figured out how to make friends? Why haven't I figured out how to look better? Why haven't I figured out how to be more outgoing, or why haven't I figured out all of these different aspects? if I'm special, why are all of these problems so pressing? Because I'm supposed to figure them out by now, because I'm the smart kid, right? I'm the kid with so much potential who's certainly gonna go on to do great things. And as time goes on, I can't help but look at these statements about myself as burden as opposed to compliments or blessings. Every time a new person tells me I'm smart or a prodigy, I see it as a burden. I see it as pressure, as a standard I need to hold myself to, as something, a title that I must measure up to. But not only must I measure up to it, I must look around and be forced with the reality of how I'm not measuring up to it. And it's just tough. It's tough. I don't know what to do about it. Because even though this idea of myself is a burden, it's also the only thing I really value about myself. It's the only thing it's the only value I believe I hold. Because it's the one consistent thing I've been able to hold on to throughout my entire life. If nothing else, at least I'm probably smart. But it doesn't do much help that I haven't done anything to prove it. At least not in my opinion. Even this video, even this whole thing, this YouTube channel, I thought I'd have this figured out by now, you know? I thought I'd be YouTube famous by now, that I'd have made a name for myself on the platform. I would have cracked the algorithm code, and that I would be on my way to the big leagues. And here I am, making this sorrowful, pitiful video that will be tossed in the void. It's embarrassing. Anyhow, that's my thoughts for tonight, so thanks for listening to those who did. Take care.